Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I'm back on here again today because I wanted to see if I could do something with some things that I cut out the other day. I just wanted to look at some bits and pieces and see what I was going to do with them, and I thought, well, maybe you'd like to watch too, and if you don't, well, that's, you know. I've been getting some dies, buying and been getting them in the mail, and these ones here are so absolutely awesome, aren't they? Look at this. I'll show it to you. There's part of it because I just put it through the big shot, the whole thing. And there's another piece of it here somewhere. A couple of little pieces because I couldn't fit it on the piece of paper that I wanted to put on. Yesterday I got these. These are I haven't cut any of them out yet. These are going to be just the thing, even to trace around to make. So what have I got here? How many have I got? Oh, right, that's cool. Oh, yes, so you can get the cardboard piece and then, oh, yes, you can do two sizes. Well, that's neat. And I got two the same, so it won't take as much time to cut out the whole thing. But these here, I absolutely love them, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but that'll be food for thought. I haven't actually put my dies away yet, so I keep them all in a box until I put them back where they're supposed to go. I should probably do that. Now, there was a disappointment in the things, though, because this is it here. Here, I'll show you these. Sometimes I suppose you're expecting something and it's not quite what you thought it was going to be. But I thought that this was going to be some fruit, right? You can see that? There's fruit there, isn't there? Okay, you can see fruit. When I cut them out, I wonder what I did with them. Might have been that disappointed that I flung them out, did I? No, here they are. When I cut them out, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't what happened. I've also got there, hang on a minute, there's a little leaf, and I don't know if you're like me, but I would have thought that I would have got something that actually looked like what I was cutting out. I've got one thing here yet to find. It won't be a minute. I'll keep fishing around in here. There was more leaves. Oh, come on. Well, I don't see it because I've got too many things in there. There's a banana, right? I'll show you what the banana looks like. There it is. Okay, very disappointing. I mean, I know that there's a... But not to, you know, that's it. That's the banana. I wasn't liking that. This is a pear, and yes, it does look a bit like a pear. That wasn't too bad. This one here, I got nothing. Could be a tomato. I got nothing. This one here, I got nothing. Orange, maybe. This is a strawberry. And it was there somewhere, but it had holes, but it didn't come out wholly. No, well, you might say, well, I'm being fussy, but that could be a lemon. See, but it's got this, why has it got them bits inside? Maybe that's to make it, and these are cherry things, whatever. But they just look like two little circles to me. Where's it? Oh, I can't even pick it up. No, that's not one. But they might, oh, here they are. There's the leaves, they don't look too bad. That's the cherry thing. Honestly, I don't know what I was looking for, but if you buy something that's like a leaf and this shows you a lot more, what's the name, than what you get on your piece of paper, doesn't it? This looks nice. I cut it out in pink. The leaves turn out really good, but I wasn't very happy with the other bits, you know, because I just, to my way of thinking, it just wasn't. Well, it could be a strawberry if I put the leaf on the top of it. I know I've got to decorate it. I know that, you know, you're probably saying, well, I'm a bit of a, you know, whiner or whatever, but I sort of felt, okay, so it does look like a strawberry. If you cut it out in red and you put that on there, yes, right, I got you. That's a strawberry, and I can do that. The other ones that were round, you know, I guess I've got to try and decorate it up to make it look like it's supposed to be, don't I? Because there's a couple of round bits in here. That leaf turned out all right. I was just very disappointed with that, so... But anyway, I've got these little ones that I quite like, but I've got no idea now what I'm going to do with them. But they've been really good for making little pockets and tucks and things, and there's so many tiny, little tiny tags and things, because all these little frames would look really cool, wouldn't they, on something? And that's what I wanted them. Well, they're all sorts, and I'm really pleased with these. I wasn't one bit disappointed with these. They turned out really good. Really liked them, I did. So that was fun doing those. It took me a fair few hours to do this. It did. A fair few hours to cut these out. I did some of these ones that I'd had for a long time, these leaves. And then I've got circles, because I really wanted to do some circles. Now, I made this one out of a paper bag that somebody sent me these, because I didn't have any sort of paper. Come here. These paper bags. I don't know if I bought myself some or not. This one wasn't. This is a bit darker. This one, I'm going to use that for something in the steampunk one, which we'll get to one day. And so I just did circles. We've all seen a circle. I did tabs, and then I did these all these little pockets, which I've got a few of those, so I must put them together. Pockets, and I got some frames, like, you know, because they're Polaroid frame thing, because I got the die of that too. So I've cut out them in all different sorts of colours and shapes and things. Don't know what I'm going to do with them either. Yes, pictures in them, I suppose I'd put, and stuff like that. So I've got a fair few of them cut out. And then I had this one here that sort of sometimes I'm just not quick on the uptake, but I couldn't work out what this was here. It turned out this, there was these two pieces, and maybe I put something in there, do I? I can't remember now why I bought those. Oh, sugar. I nearly lost them. There's one there and this one here. And they might have been like that, and there was something else on the same thing with them. That's probably why I got them. I think there was something else there, and I could not work out what to do with those. But I imagine there's some sort of a frame or other, aren't they? These, you could put something in that, I guess. Make a taggy thing, but then it's got this bit here. I don't know. I'll figure out what to do with it, I guess. Yes, I will figure out what to do with it. And then I'll cut out little envelopes. I've done lots of those before, but I just wanted to show you that's what I was doing yesterday, cutting all this out. And then I'm going to show you now what I might make up some of those, eh? What am I going to do with these things? I don't know. I could, oh yes, and I did some fences. Oh, I got these really good dies too, the key and the hole, the keyhole. And I got the fence, and I cut out some fence. So there's some fences. Alright. And I thought I might go and try some of my dies that were really hard to cut out when I used my last big shot. Bend those up, put them back in there. This is a drawer organiser, by the way, or something that come in the top of a box that I bought. Just the thing for these little compartments in, isn't it? That's the thing I'm cutting out that I'm going to use over at the top of a page or something, These are intricate ones, that would not work very good when I used my other big shot, but it's working now that I've got my new one. It's working really good for them, so that was good. Now I might make up a couple of those, or I might stick to the paper crafting part for this time, because I might just put these. These are really cool, these are. These goes together really nice. I think it goes that way, don't you? Really easy to do a little pocket. Look at that. That's just too easy, isn't it? And put them together, and then I've got those. I'm going to use some good tacky glue and hope it works. I might have some nice decoration to put on this too when I finish. What do you reckon? Have I showed you everything yet I bought? I don't know. or what I've been doing. I've been collecting up things from my other journals too. See that bit of glue's khaki, that first bit that comes out of there? You know why that is? I'm saying that's because of the pin. Might went rusty in the end of it. I'll just squirt a bit of that off till it comes out clean. I think the pin's gone rusty in the end, so it mightn't have been a very good pin to use, but I'm not wasting that much glue. Just take it off there so it's not... Come on now, come out. It's my good tacky glue, which what I did with that bottle. I've showed it to you a few times. It's in a green bottle. It is. Now this has got, I've just had an idea halfway through this. I've had an idea. So you never know what I might come up with, do you? And that's like, we can all do that. We can all come up with different things. But I'm going to stick that one down first before I show you what else I'm going to do then. Look at that. Yeah, I can do that. Right. Now I watch a lady on here, her name is Eva, and I remember that now because that was my nana's name. And she is on YouTube as a bohemian crafter. I'm sure that's what she is, who she is. She does some amazing stuff. And with envelopes. A lot of hers is done with envelopes. So I seen her yesterday do something. What should do making something with envelope yesterday? If I can find an envelope, it'd be handy. Or a bag or something, Sonia. Anything soon would be good. Sorry everybody, I'm still here though. Hubby's gone for a walk today. He hasn't been very well. He hasn't. He's, I think he's a bit stressed out. We still don't have our neighbours yet. And that's okay. I'm probably moving in on the weekend. Oh, he's so worried about kids and balls, kicking them over the fence and things like that. I'm sure I'll use the yellow one. I suppose I couldn't find anything else. Should I use the yellow one, or was that silly? Anyway, so he's really worried. I know he's worried about it. He says he's not, but he is, because I remember, you know, neighbours we've had before, they just let their kids, you know, do whatever they like. They kick balls over the fence and they run in your yard and do all that things, you know, where they're not trained. No, that doesn't sound very nice, but you know, people should teach their kids to respect other people's spaces, and a lot of them don't. We don't have any children living around here anymore. I'll just go around the corner. We're doing this a couple of across the road, but they're tiny. And they're people, you know, my girls weren't allowed out the front door. They weren't allowed out the front door unless I was out there. You know, there's plenty of backyard out there. They could go in the backyard. Now, let me see what I would do with this if I was working on this. So, yes, Emma, we are a bit worried about that, because best thing though is not to pay any attention to him, because that's what he does with the ones up the back. There's some up the back and they're always kicking balls over the fence, and then they go running inside flat out like they didn't do it. So anyway, we'll have to tell you a story now. So that's a good thing, I suppose. They don't come around and ask can they have their ball back, because that was something that used to happen years ago with other kids. And I don't know what I'm doing, so just watch me. Keep an eye on me, make sure I'm okay. Yeah, so it was just... I shouldn't have cut that off, should I? Wait a minute, I'll put it down here. Yeah, so we were worried about that because we've had experiences with these sort of things. Years ago, my cousin actually lived next door to us when I first came here, and she had 5 children. Four or five, yeah. 5 children, and they'd be playing cricket across the front yard and out the back and throwing the balls over in the yard. My husband loved his garden and he didn't want kids trampling in the yard all day, so I'm going to try and do something here so nobody Patty will ya. I don't know if I'm going to do this. I don't know if it's going to work for me. Do you think I should give up? Probably not. I don't want to be like that now. Anyway, because I'm sidetracked with what I'm talking about now. I was going to cut a piece of the envelope and turn it into something with a pocket on it. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. I've cut them down the wrong side and taken it over too far. It's all gone haywire on me, see? I'll put that on there, I suppose. I don't know what them people are doing out there. Now maybe they are the neighbours moving in. But anyway, so I said, I went over there, and even the mother, you know, she was related to me, but still, I said to her, why you keep running across my yard? She said, I'd let you run across mine. I thought, well, I don't want to. I said, it's, you know, it's not very nice to be doing that. So, that wasn't good. Anyway, they used to throw balls in the yard all the time. All the time there was balls in there. And I went out there one day and I said, I don't know why you don't buy them kids some decent toys, some, you know, get them a swimming pool or, you know, something that's not smacking balls everywhere. Anyway, when they threw the balls over, of course, they disappeared. And anyway, this day the police knocked on the door. And the neighbours had rang the police on us. My cousin had rang the police on us. I don't know what I'm doing, everybody, okay? I'm telling stories. And I should have cut that the same size, shouldn't I? Because I could put a pocket there connected to this. Now, if this was something interesting or substantial, I could do that, couldn't I? But I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Okay, I'll tell you the story. Anyway, the policeman come over. There was a lady and a man policeman. They come and knocked on the door and they said, we have a report from the neighbours that you're not giving them back their ball. And Jeremy said, their ball? And he went out in the laundry and he got a big plastic bag, and I'm talking a big plastic bag, full of balls. The policeman started to laugh and he said, I don't know why they're telling on you. He said, they're the ones causing the problem. So anyway, the policeman said, put the balls in the bin, so we did. It was really funny, actually, because the policeman was really nice, and he said, you know, he was sorry, you know, to come over and talk about the balls, you know, but it was just, you know, it was ridiculous, because that's all they did all day, kick balls into the yard. You know, because they didn't have anything else to play with, I suppose. And he used to play Elvis music. Now, I used to like Elvis until he used to have that blaring that loud you couldn't hear yourself think. And Jeremy went out there one day to him and he asked him to please turn off, because he had speakers up the backyard and he went from morning till night with them. It was ridiculous, a grown man carrying on like that. But anyway, yeah, that was a ball episode. I never let my girls play with balls in the backyard. We used to play, Jeremy made them little holes, so we had a little golf course thing, so we played golf out there. But we never stressed out the neighbours by kicking balls into their yard and doing stuff like that. Is that going to close there? No, that's not going to work, is it? I mean, my very bright idea. Wasn't a very bright idea after all, was it? Hubby's home from his venture. If you put that there, I suppose you could use that for a tuck spot, Sonya. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what... You don't know what I'm doing either, is that true? Yep. Anyway, so that was the story about the ball episode. So we do hope there's no balls. And they kicked them on the fence all day. Bang, 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 bang. And fair income after they moved out. When they were moving out, me and the lady on the other side of them, with them, were on the phone going, they're going, they're moving, they're leaving. We were so excited, it was ridiculous, because we wouldn't have to put up with that anymore, you know. And it's just so good. But after that, every time you hear a ball bounce, it'd go straight through your body, you know, because it was so stressful. I don't know if anybody's had that experience, but geez, it was bad. Gee, it was bad. But anyway, I didn't make this, okay? I didn't do this, all right? You just hung out with me today and I talked. Dear, oh dear. You know what I'll do? I'll sit down and I'll think about it and I'll come back and I'll show you what I can do with them, right? How clever I can get or whatever. If I stick that down there, See, if I stuck that down there, that's going to make that really small, isn't it? Hang on a second. I could put that there like, there's a different paper. I could put that there like that, and then I still couldn't close it, could I? No, it would not work. So you need to have one of those things on either side of this to make this work like you're thinking. Because I'm sorry, Evie, I didn't mean to upset. If you actually do look at this, which you probably won't ever see, which is probably a good idea, you'll know that Sonia can't make things with envelopes. Not while she's talking about stuff anyway. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'm sorry if I mucked you up today too much. I think I showed you a few bits and pieces that I've been doing, haven't I? And I'll come... Actually, I'm probably going to have a bit of a look. No, I'll come back in a minute and show you this, okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.